Hello, I'm Ben from Magnum Bikes. Today we're going to review the newly designed Navigator, which we're calling the Navigator X. It's got a smaller wheel and a frame redesigned around it with a 500-watt motor. Starting with the cockpit, we've got a custom designed ergonomic grip with nice custom stitching. The power switch for the display, very easy to use. Positive clicks on all the buttons, so you turn the motor up or down accordingly. The display is very easy to read, big letters, nicely lit. It shows the power assist, the current speed, trip distance, and the power of the battery. Over here we've got our trail bell to make sure others know you're coming, the thumb throttle with texture so your thumb doesn't slip off, and then a Shimano drivetrain topped off with a very easy to adjust stem to make sure that your position is comfortable on the bike. The front end of the Navigator X is brought to you by the Suntour fork company. We feature an NEX fork which has a spring that you can lock out. This is just the damping side, so if you would prefer the fork doesn't move, simply turn it counterclockwise until it stops and open it right up for a more comfortable suspended ride. Second part about this is the headlight, which you can turn on and off from the handlebar. It is a light that you can see with as well as a light to be seen. We add the reflector underneath it just to add extra safety. Moving to the aluminum framed fender, really robust. When you're transporting the bike, whether it be on public transportation or your own vehicle, it tends to stay right where it should be and not rub the tire. The last things that we'll talk about are the tire and the brake system. This is a nice radial style tire that will give you traction in rain or bad weather, but also enough grip in the dry weather to make sure you're safe in the turns. The brakes are brought to you by Tektro, the world's largest brake manufacturer. It's a hydraulic dual piston brake. It should give you plenty of power. The battery for the Navigator X is a fully integrated 48-volt style battery. Power button and power indicator lights at the top, located right next to the charge port. At the base of the down tube, you'll find the controller, which is housed in plastic to keep it safe from rocks and debris while riding, as well as a machined chainring guard to keep your pants and shoelaces out of the drivetrain while pedaling. Navigator X features an 8-speed Shimano drivetrain with an Acera X or an Acera rear derailleur and derailleur guard. The Navigator features a manually operated rear light, very easy to operate with the switch right on the bottom side, a reflector for additional safety. The rack is a very robust welded aluminum rack, so it can hold a lot of weight and then also handle any kind of impact that might happen during transportation. It's a comfort-oriented saddle from Selle Royale, a Pro Max suspension seat post with an easily adjustable height via the quick release lever. The Navigator X is great for shorter riders because it's been shortened and the standover clearance has been lowered, as well as the center of gravity lowered, so it tends to suit a shorter rider better. Those two features, coupled with a smaller diameter wheel, a wider tire, also lend to more comfortable riding and more control. The Navigator X is suited great for in-city riding or light dirt road use. With a wider tire and a radial type pattern on the tread, it should give you plenty of control in dusty or dirt roads, as well as rainy or wet road conditions, and with the low knob profile should give great traction on city streets.